Welcome back to Tie Up at the Morgans. Today is a little different. Hunter and I just went and he got some sheets. It was not at the normal time though in the morning, like we usually get some breakfast for him. It was later in the day, more like a lunchtime, because Hunter took a 3-hour nap. Now he doesn't do that a whole lot, but every once in a while he will sleep for a while and then just keeps going. My dad kind of has a theory that like Hunter just is kind of getting it out of the system. Maybe he's not feeling great or something, but he'll have these times maybe once a month, once every other month, where he just sleeps a real long time and then he's back to just morning to night. He just doesn't stop. Hunter never stops moving, so it's almost just like he's kind of resetting. That's what my dad always thinks, you know. It's like maybe Hunter's just resetting the body a little bit, taking a break. So maybe he needed that. He woke up and I said, let's run the sheets. Ran there, and then I took him back home, and he's at home right now with Hannah and Eva. Hannah's home just for a few hours. She just got home she just got back to the Pittsburgh area from Oregon. She was out there for the NCAA. There was a national track and field tournament, and her husband Tyler was in that tournament, and Tyler actually placed second for the hammer throw in that tournament. So we're excited for him. And so that's why Hannah's here right now, and then she's going to be heading back in a few hours, driving back because she works tomorrow, I believe. But anyways, Hunter's with them. I had to drop some stuff at the post office, some hats and shirts, things like that. So it's been a different day with Hunter being asleep. I was all excited to start the day off with him like normal. My parents, I didn't fill you in on that. My parents left this morning for West Virginia. They're down there for the day, doing some things on the property, not working or anything. They don't have any equipment down there, I don't think. I think they're just taking a look and hiking the trails and just I don't even know what they're getting into. Checking the trail cameras, that's one thing. They're going to check the trail cameras down there. So yeah, hopefully they got some action on the trail cameras. I love that stuff. I need to get back at putting the cameras up on the property because I love animals and I love photography, so that's like the perfect mix, you know. You can kind of get more, you know, like a candid shot. You're getting the animal in the elements instead of it staring at me with a camera. You're getting them doing their thing. So trail cameras are fun. So my parents are gone, so I'm at home with Hunter, and like I said, Hannah just got back. So it's a different day though because Hunter slept in. So I was able to catch up on emails. Well, we're never fully caught up, but I was able to work on the emails some and do some orders and a lot of computer work, stuff like that. So I got to stop by my house for just a minute to grab a camera. I meant to take it this morning and forgot it, so I'm going to grab that. And then I'm going to do some work at my parents' house. We'll get into that, but yeah, we'll go from there. I guess we'll see at my parents'. Okay, just leaving my place. You can see the chicken coop right there. One more thing I wanted to talk about before we get to my parents, because when we get there, we're going to start planing some wood, planing some like 5-inch strips for the chicken coop as trim of that red pine. But I wanted to talk to you guys. There's been a lot of comments about the grounding rods. Why did I put the grounding rods where I put them? Obviously, there's a good reason. You know, I don't do anything without reason. That reason is, I don't know. So there is no good reason. I don't know. I was just so caught up with getting everything in the ground and a lot going on. Wasn't really at all thinking about it. Did I know it was a tripping hazard? Yes, that was obvious to me. There was tons of comments about that's a tripping hazard. Why would you do that? I know that. Do I plan to leave like that? No. So my options right now, what I was originally planning from the start was to cover it with mulch. For one, we're not in that area of the yard a whole lot, especially now that there's a big garden there. That takes up a lot of that flat ground. So we're not there a whole lot. So that's part of it. I wasn't too concerned, but I also plan to cover that up to where it's going to be, it's not going to be exposed, the grounding rods and the wire, because yeah, I don't want my kids to trip, so that, I was aware of that. So everyone who's pointed that out, thank you. Yeah, that was the plan, to cover it up. But now I am thinking I might move the rods in. It really shouldn't be too hard. Hardest part of it would be getting it out of the ground, but I know that that's possible, so we'll do that. And my parents here now. Someone drove through the yard. I don't know what that's about. No, didn't notice that earlier. That's why I stopped talking. I'm not sure why. So anyways, Yeah, I think I might know why. Might have been someone else doing that. But I'm back with my parents now. And yeah, so the grounding rods, I'm aware it's going to cover them up. But now I think I will just move them inside of the garden. I guess the only reason I didn't do that at first because we had that tilled and I didn't extend the fence far enough out. So once I had all the wire and everything set, I thought like, well, if I do that, then I'm into that good tilled up soil that we might be using. Turns out we're not even going to use that part. So I should be able to put it in there, no problem. So yeah, I will be moving the rods. There were a couple people that said I could just move them inside. And everyone else told me that they're a tripping hazard. I know they're a tripping hazard. Had someone else tell me, why would you do an electric fence with kids? Well, I'm not gonna let my kids get shocked. So, I mean, if you don't have that much faith in me, then that's all right. But, you know, my kids come before anything else. So I'm gonna make sure the kids don't get shocked. I'd much rather have the fence off and forget about it than forget about it being on. I'm not too worried, you know, if a deer gets in or if, anything gets in, that's okay as long as my kids aren't getting shocked, you know. So I'm not at all concerned of that because we're with our kids. We don't let the kids out on their own. So that's not going to be a problem. We go outside with the kids and I go and I turn it off. And so far it's been a week and we've had no problems with that. So that's, like I said, the least of my worries. A couple other things I wanted to talk about with the fence. A lot of people have pointed out deer can jump higher than the fence. Yes. However, if you've watched our videos, you know it is just a very lush forest. There's greens everywhere. The deer have an unlimited supply of food. I have zero concern of deer jumping over the fence. The reason is, this is a taller fence than most gardens around here. Most of the gardens around here are like 4 feet tall, the fences. And that's because the deer aren't bothering it. You know, the deer would bother it if they could walk in. That does not mean the deer can't jump over it. So I'm not saying that. So you don't need to tell me that you've seen deer jump 30 feet high, okay? I believe you. But I also know that there's so many gardens in my area, no one has pressure from deer right now when they have a fence. There's people that have just not even like poultry wire or not even like metal wire. There's people who have just like orange, I don't even know what it is. It's like an orange plastic across it. And you could probably push it over. But those are people who I've seen them have gardens my whole life. So as long as I can remember, these certain people around here have had gardens, and that's as high as their fence has been. And I've talked to some of them, and they've had no problems with deer. So I'm not worried about the deer. The deer have so much to eat right now. They're not going to mess with our fence. Yeah, so thank you for the concern, but the deer aren't my worries at all right now. And a couple of people asked about like groundhogs, smaller things like that. I guess you can't tell in the video. That bottom wire is like 3-4 inches off the ground. So there's definitely things that could get under there, like, you know, mice and stuff, but those are always going to be a problem. I mean, unless I were to put more like poultry fencing around, but I'm not going to do that. We'll deal with it. But yeah, so like rabbits, groundhogs, they shouldn't be able to get under that wire because it's that low to the ground. So yeah, there's been a lot of good questions, more so feedback, not even questions, just people telling me what I should do. Yeah, so I just wanted to address the grounding rods, gonna move them, and the fence height, because there's been a lot of concern about that. So I'm not worried about the deer, but thank you for your concern, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, so now I'm back at my parents. Now that that's discussed, I'm gonna get into doing some planing. Okay, I said I'd get back to you when I'm at my parents. I'm still at my house. I had to make a video. I grabbed the camera, which is in my hand, which is what you're viewing me on right now. But I should have known, Kate is just too good of a wife. It wasn't just the camera that she put outside for me to get, but she also gave me some lunch. I didn't take a lunch today, so she had some lunch ready for me. It is Korean noodles, looks delicious, and something else. I don't have a clue what this is. So you're gonna open it up with me because Kate is a fun chef, she's a fun wife. But anyways, I want to share this little surprise with you. We can find out at the same time because I don't have a clue. It's always a mystery with Kate because she's very talented. So it's thin. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this here. Here we go. Okay, so we'll, I can't set the camera down, so I'm going to open it with one hand. Oh, I'll just turn the camera around. That'll work. I can still do it with one hand. Oh, I know what it is. I see some corn. Oh, no. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, so this, you guys have a job to do after this video. Oh, I'm getting foil in there. All right, this is like, I don't know what it's called. So Kate put up a little short on our Instagram. So when you're watching this video, go back a couple videos and you'll see like a YouTube short that she made. It's just like a short video. It's like less than a minute. And it's of her making this like tortilla pizza salmon thing. I don't know. It sounds silly, but it looks delicious, okay? So what she did is, I'll tell you. Kate sent me a video this morning that she saw someone making this salmon tortilla thing with eggs, right? So they had like raw salmon in a pan, and then they threw some eggs in, and then made like an omelet, and then like a tortilla and stuff. And it looked, the way it was one of those kind of like cooking videos where the presentation's really good. And I was really impressed. And of course, Kate took that and took it to the next level. So Kate then made it, and her video is really good. So check out that YouTube short. That's what this is. I'm really excited for it because I didn't know if there was going to be any left because her and the kids were eating it. So yeah, it's got egg, it's got avocado, corn, it's in a tortilla with salmon, and I don't know what else she put in here. But you'll see the YouTube short that she made, and you'll be able to see it all. Oh yeah, you put like a salsa on it. Yeah, so it's a lot of different foods in the one little recipe, so it looks really good. So check it out, you'll like it, and that's a nice surprise. I was not expecting any food. I got the camera, I got Korean noodles, and I got this new thing that I'm excited to try. So now we're gonna head to my parents. Okay, I got the planer all set up. I had everything ready to go, and then realized Eva needed to leave, and Eva was parked inside the building, so we had to move all this. I'm not working over here because we took the top out of the Jeep, and we just sat it under that patio right now. And yeah, I just wanted to stay right over here. Outside, it's beautiful, so I didn't want to get involved moving any of the Jeep rooftop or anything like that. So I started here and realized I did one board, and it was really throwing towards Sasquatch. So cleaning up, I'll just use the blower, rake everything into a pile, sweep everything into a pile, sorry, and save that sawdust for now for some things we're working on. Here's what's left of the red pine that I planed. This stuff is beautiful, it really is. Turned out great. And I don't know if I can show you the coop, but if you look here, you can see the reflection of it. So that's all you're gonna get, all right? Just kidding. So here it is so far. He's got heavy duty netting there, but that red pine, beautiful. Put some nice stain on it. Yeah, it's really cool to repurpose this, you know. This is literally just from the property, probably planted by my great-grandparents, which would be my dad's grandparents, you know, 50, 60 years ago. And then for him to take it out after it's either dead or close to death, because all of those are dying off. And then to put it on the sawmill, let it dry, and now use it for a chicken coop and whatever else we want. We got tons of it, you know, so yeah, this is nice. Nothing's getting through there at all. I like that. So again, hopefully you can see this clip. I don't know if this is part of like something he hasn't shown yet. I'm not sure. Planer we're using, it's a DeWALT DW735. 13-inch planer. Yeah, so far it's worked great. We've had no issues, really like it. And yeah, it's actually pretty affordable compared to some of the planers out there. I mean, maybe obviously it's not as big or nice as some of the real big like commercial size planers, but for what we're doing, I think it's perfect. We're not using it every single day. There was a guy when my dad first showed this who he did his whole house with one of these planers. He used a whole bunch of hemlock and did all the siding, I think it was the siding for his house with this planer. So that's pretty impressive. But yeah, it's worked perfect for us. So now we'll get plugged in, get the boards, and get to work. First pass, beautiful. Add this one to the done pile. These 5-inch boards go a whole lot faster than those 10-inch ones. And we'll get this next one on. Got my helper here. Hopefully he's going to give me a hand. No, it's not Ty. Just the guy we have around here to help clean it up and stuff like that. So. Okay, got everything all cleaned up. A couple things. One, that planer rips. I love it. It's really good. Does a really good job. The other thing, this, I was using the battery powered steel here, and right here you see there's these 3 lights. Well, you can like hold it and then it'll go down to 1, 2, or 3, and I've only ever really used 3 because that's what that is just different levels of power. So, you know, 1, it's going to be not nearly as powerful. And I've never had a need for that until now. Blowing that sawdust around, I didn't want to blow it too far. So using just that 1 bar right there, it was perfect. It just kept it nice and controlled, and it wasn't too powerful. So I found out there is a need for that. I knew there was one, just hadn't found it yet. All right, I think that's all we got for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, for all the support. So many of you are so kind, and we really appreciate it. Other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks. Hey, Hunter, tell them you slept in today. Well, he didn't sleep in. He took a long nap, right? He did. And Kate and the kids just walked over here with the wagon. So we got Ty with us. So the 3 of us are going to go and grab Hunter some Subway for dinner. So Hunter picked Subway, so we have it on the Subway app. And so we're gonna go pick it up. Hunter's excited. Ty, you excited? All right, we'll go grab the Subway and we'll come back here and be hanging out. It's a perfect day. It's hard to believe it's June 9th and we have yet to have like really hot days. I mean, we had Memorial Day was hot. Memorial Day and the day after were both very hot. I think that was May 30th and 31st. Those 2 days were like 88 degrees. Since then though, it's been low 70s. It's been perfect. Yeah, great weather. So we're expecting the heat to come anytime because it is June. But anyways, Hunter, what do you want to tell him? The advancements in technology, especially food and like ordering things, has been huge for Hunter. With sheets, with everything, especially I think COVID kind of really, maybe companies or maybe restaurants, fast food, whatever, maybe not all of them were online. Maybe not all of them had apps, but I think once COVID happened and things shut down, they had to adapt. So everyone, it seems like you can order online for anything now. And that has been huge for Hunter, giving him more of a voice because he can pick out what he wants. So we just go through, we build the sandwich, and then we're able to save it. So my mom's actually the one who built it with him originally. And, you know, they've ordered Subway a few times with Hunter, and he's been able to pick out everything he wants. So now we know his favorite, and it's real easy. We just open up the app and have his favorite saved, and everybody go pick it up. And there's a Subway really close to us, so that helps. And yeah, so there's my little rant on online ordering. But really though, Hunter loves it, we love it, and he gets to see what he's picking. You know, years ago I remember growing up, we always knew Hunter liked chicken, so we'll just give him chicken nuggets or a chicken sandwich. Now some days Hunter might not want that, and before he couldn't tell us that, so it's fun to do it this way. So I like it, and so does Hunter. It's always fun too. I know my dad for a while was doing kind of a little series of that, right, at Burger King. See if Hunter's gonna pick something different, and every once in a while you break the streak and pick a different sandwich. So it is fun. But I think that's all we got. We will see you later. Hunter, want to say bye? Ty, want to say bye? All right, see ya.